Okay, we are live, I believe. I hope. Hello, everyone. We are the V Team, or Volunteering and Civic Engagement Service at the University of West London, and this is our first live stream. So, I'm Mariana.
Hi, I'm Alison.
Hi, I'm Grace.
Hello, everyone. So, this is going to be a very kind of quick session. We just want to tell you a little bit about who we are, what we do. And if you do have any questions, if you're watching live, please feel free to send those over. We'll have a look at our chat and we will reply to those questions as we go. But before we do that little bit, who is the V Team? What do we do? So the Volunteering and Civic Engagement Service is a service at the University of West London who helps students find volunteering opportunities and volunteer with their local communities and understanding the value of volunteering, not only for their local communities, but also in terms of skills development and how this might be beneficial throughout their future. So we are waiting for some of the questions to come in, but we have been sent some of the questions already. So we're going to go through those. But again, if you are watching us live, please feel free to send those over on the chat. So the first question we had was, how can I get started with volunteering? And I'm going to ask Grace if you want to help us out with that one.
Sure. So there's loads of ways you can get started in volunteering. Our main platform and where we have all of our one-off opportunities is Student Hub. You will all probably have heard of it and signed up to it. And if you haven't, then you should. We have on there, you can search events, and we've got all of our events that we've got scheduled for the semester, but we've also got a list of opportunities that organisations have listed. We've also got Blackboard, and here you can find opportunities that might be more specific to your course, as well as videos that we've recorded from previous sessions. So at the moment, we've got one up there from our trustee event, which I recommend you watching. We've got social media, of course. So we're at the V Team. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and contact us through there if you wish. And next week, we're actually going to be at Ealing campus in the Heart Space on a stall. So that's 10 till 4. We'll be there all week, and that's sort of a good opportunity for you to come over and chat to us in person if you wish to. We do also offer appointments. So these are one-to-one or drop-in appointments. You can find these on Student Hub again. This is for if maybe you're not quite sure how to get started, you have more questions. We love talking about volunteering. We're very approachable, so feel free to book an appointment, come talk to us. It's literally our favorite thing to do, talk about volunteering. It's also quite good as well if you can't find what you're looking for on Student Hub, you can't find opportunities in your area, come to us. And of course, if you don't want to book an appointment, you can always email us. We're theVteam@uwl.ac.uk, and we will check emails every day and get back to you as soon as we can. So
Amazing. Thank you, Grace. So I think my connection, also the beauties of doing stuff online, sometimes the connections are fantastic. So if one of us drops off, the other ones will pick up some of these questions. So fear not, we are here. Our next question, which I'm going to pass on to Ali, is I always want to do something to give back, but I find that I have so little free time. What are the time commitments with volunteering? So, Ali, do you want to help us out with that?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a huge thing that people worry about when they're thinking about volunteering, especially students. You've got a lot going on. It can be hard to fit in with part-time work and studying and things like that. But really, I think volunteering, I guess, is so varied, and we can help you kind of identify an opportunity that's going to be right for you. So especially these days with everything that's been going on, a lot of volunteering has become a lot more flexible. So you can do lots of opportunities online, particularly things like tutoring or supporting people through online platforms. For example, a lot of young persons mental health platforms and things like that can just require an hour or even less than that every week or every so often, where you can get appropriate training, learn skills and log on and do your volunteering that way. So there are a lot of flexible virtual opportunities I think that people would gain a lot from. There are also one-off opportunities. So if you do have that little bit more time, you can come along for an afternoon or a day. We run a lot of things from campus, but we're always interested in setting up things like that. So things like litter picking or going outside and doing some conservation. Those kind of things that might take up a little kind of block of time, but again, isn't something that's going to be too time consuming on an ongoing basis if you are in the middle of a lot of studying or whatever. And as well, there are kind of ones that can be more flexible, sort of as an in-between. So there can be long-term projects where a charity or an organisation might want a bit more of a commitment. For example, things that require maybe working with young people or working in safeguarding, they might need a little bit more of a commitment just to guarantee that you're going to be there. But there are also shorter term projects. So you could perhaps go to a charity and say, oh, I'm free, kind of this semester's looking a bit more quiet, or these next few weeks are looking a bit more free for me. Are there any ways I can get involved in volunteering kind of on that basis? We do have some brilliant organisations that are also flexible in terms of they like to offer students a kind of set amount of time, but they allow you to do that in a way that's flexible for you. For example, our organisation, Hackney Pirates, they offer a 12-week volunteering course, but you can kind of do those 12 sessions across however long it takes you and kind of fit that in flexibly. So really it is just about asking questions, being honest with what you can do, and we can always try our best to help you find something that works.
Amazing. Thank you, Ali. And one of our other questions that kind of relates with a lot of what Grace and Ali have now said, which is what sort of skills can I learn through volunteering? And do employers actually care if I list my volunteering experience on my CV? I will take that over now. The amount of skills that you can get is immense, right? And you can think about more technical skills that relate with your course, for example, and it might be just about actually experience in your sector. It might be communication skills, time management skills, project management skills. All of those are things that, depending on the opportunity that you have applied to do, those are things that you can get as you go along. A lot of the organizations provide training on the job. They provide all of the information you will need to do the volunteering with them. But also there's a lot of what some of you might recognize as soft skills. I like to call them human skills. And it's all about, awareness, empathy, those kinds of things that sometimes you don't get to experience until you are actually in the right context and the right environment. And volunteering is incredible for that. It really allows you to understand other people and to have more awareness of what's going on around you. In terms of if employers really paying attention to those volunteering experiences on your CV, they really do. And we don't talk about this. Thing that you can do that will be an add-on is actual experience. And yes, volunteering means that you will not be getting any monetary rewards for what you're doing, but what you get in experience, in knowledge, is things that employers do value more and more, because they also know that during your degree, you haven't simply focused on all of your studies. You have also focused on managing your time to support other people. You have focused in continuously developing yourself. And this is incredibly important, and employers do really value this. So I hope we've answered some of those questions. And as we get close to the end of this live session, next week, we are celebrating Student Volunteering Week. So, what is Student Volunteering Week? So, Student Volunteering Week is a national campaign where universities and student unions across the country celebrate and champion student volunteering. Okay, so it's all about everything that students do within their local communities and the benefits that this bring and how we are giving a helping hand, but also how students are gaining valuable skills. The University of West London is taking part in this celebration of Student Volunteering Week, as we have done for a long time. So this year, we have a plan of activities, and I'm going to ask Grace, can you tell us a little bit about the one-off opportunities we have available for students to take part in?
Yes, I can indeed. So we've got stuff happening every day next week. I'll start with Monday, where we are crafting cards for care homes. So this is a great small initiative where Cards for Kindness have set up a spreadsheet of care homes across the UK of people that may be facing social isolation. And you can come along, get crafty, make a postcard and share some kind words with those people. We have a couple of gardening / nature reserve conservation events. The one on Wednesday we've been working at for a couple of months now, and it is amazing fun. We are clearing brambles, planting trees, and next week we are even creating a loggery for stag beetles. So it's an opportunity to just not get outside and take in the nice weather we're having, but also learn a lot about conservation from the rangers, if that's something you're interested in. On Thursday, we are doing some litter picking. So we'll be leaving from Ealing campus and going locally around the streets of West Ealing, where litter picking's very necessary and needed. So the more hands on that day we have, the better. And on Friday, we'll be back at Hounslow Food Box, who are a wonderful, small, entirely volunteer-led organisation that really rely on volunteers in order to pack and distribute and sort food that go out to the local community each week. So always loads to do when we're at Hounslow Food Box. If you are interested in doing any of these events next week, again, you can go to Student Hub, where you will find more information, or our social media page, or of course you can email us and we will tell you how to get involved.
Perfect. Thank you, Grace. And last but not least, Ali, do you want to tell us a little bit about the online talks that we have available?
Yeah, so online we've got a few opportunities that you can get engaged in very easily from home or wherever you are. So on Monday, it is the National Day of Education. So we're using that to kind of celebrate a lot of the education charities that we work with. So some people that offer tutoring online and work with children and things like that, they're going to come onto a session and describe a bit about what they do, how you might be able to get involved in their opportunities, going in to work with them or working from home. We also have some people representing the peer mentoring scheme, which is the scheme at UWL where you can help kind of mentor a student and gain skills in kind of supporting students through their studies and spending some time volunteering that way. Also an opportunity that you can get accredited by logging your hours. So it is something that, you know, we can accredit as the volunteering team as well. And on Friday, I'm going to be doing a session based on all about volunteering for employability. So kind of taking questions and having a discussion around how you can really volunteer to kind of help you identify perhaps what kind of role you want to look for in employment or the skills you can develop to kind of go down a certain path. We're also going to cover kind of different people's volunteering experience, how it's helped them get the jobs that they have, as well as really putting it on your CV, using it in interview answers and things like that, and all the ways that you really can kind of gear your volunteering experience towards kind of that journey to work experience as well. So that should be a good session, and that's on Friday. Like we've mentioned, available through Student Hub, and they'll be up on Blackboard for you to tune into. So it'd be great to see anyone there if you're interested.
Amazing. Thank you, Ali. So we don't want to extend this session for too long. We understand that we're all short on time. But I think just like Grace and Ali have mentioned before, we are a really, really approachable team. We are on social media, Student Hub.
We might have lost Mariana, but
Just as we were saying,
as she was saying, we are around. Although sometimes we might not have internet connection.
There you go.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Well, if it goes again, girls, feel free to continue. No, but yeah, I just wanted before we say goodbye, we just wanted to say that we're really approachable, and we are on our email, social media, website. So feel free to let us know if you have any questions and if you want to get involved. So I think that's all from me. It was lovely doing this. Thank you so much, Ali. Thank you so much, Grace. And we hope to see you soon.
Thank you.